Oh hi, didn't see you there. Hollyland sent me their new Hollyland Mars 300. It's a wireless video system that can transmit video up to 300 feet. And yeah, let's check it out and see what it's all about. So, inside the box, so we have a instruction manual, won't be needing that. We have the transmitter, and then we have the receiver as well. Then we have a power supply. If you have your receiver near the monitor, there's usually a socket outlet there, so you can just like plug it in and not worry about batteries. Oh, and it also comes with a EU plug because I'm in Europe, but you can, as you can see, you can put any sort of plug depending on your country. Next up, we have a micro USB to USB adapter. I believe this is for upgrading the actual device because there is a upgrade port here that is micro USB. So they're probably going to be coming out with like new firmware systems and such. Next up, we have a cold shoe mount. Don't need to explain that. And then we have this like back plate thingy that basically goes onto the Mars 300 and then you can mount it horizontally. And lastly, but definitely not least, we have 5 antennas. 2 for the receiver, 2 for the transmitter, and I'm assuming there's a spare one for in case you lose it or in case one breaks. As far as connections go, we have a HDMI in and a HDMI loop out. The loop out means that once you connect your camera to the Mars 300, you can then connect it from the transmitter to another on-camera monitor. And then on the receiver end, we have 2 HDMI outs, which is really great because we can actually connect 2 monitors to 1 receiver. So yeah, that's all that's inside the box. So now we're going to show you how to set up the Hollyland. So first thing we're going to do is take off these little yellow caps and we're going to put antennas on it. We'll be using magic arms to mount it to the camera. So this is our transmitter. Here we have the new Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K with an Atlas anamorphic 65mm. So we're going to mount the Hollyland onto the Blackmagic. Just like this. And keep in mind that the Hollyland does not come with batteries, so you will need to pick up some Sony MPF style batteries, which is great because it kind of looks like it's all one body, whereas if I had a bigger ones, it would be sticking out a lot. The camera is now complete. No. Gotta connect it with an HDMI cable. HDMI in, HDMI in the camera. Now we're done. Next up, I'm going to use the Atomos Ninja Flame to connect the receiver to the monitor, and we're going to do that also using a magic arm. And then connect an HDMI cable. The pairing process should be pretty simple. It should just connect right away. In the case that it doesn't, okay, right now it didn't connect. So what we're gonna do is there's 2 pair buttons on the receiver and on the transmitter. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna press these or hold them, press them. And yeah, now we have a video transmission signal. So what is the Mars 300 used for? Basically it transmits video wirelessly. And the way it does that is you get a feed from the camera into a transmitter and then it sends the video over a 5 GHz signal into the receiver, which then you connect to the monitor. So the best use for the Mars 300 is giving this monitor to your director and he can just like walk around set and have an image wherever he goes. The benefit to this is that he doesn't have to be in Video Village, which can at times be far away from the set. Now one thing that I dislike about the Mars 300 is this. So when I first got it, I really wanted to use it as a focus pulling monitor because I do a lot of Steadicam work. So my focus puller has usually had to like walk next to me and try to focus pull off of the PD Movie Remote Air wireless follow focus. And we never had a wireless video. But the problem with it is that it has a 100 millisecond latency. And if you've ever focus pulled, you know that that is a lot of latency for, focus pulling because every millisecond counts. But you know, for a director, it's really not a big deal. So the March 300 has an advertised range of, as the name suggests, 300 feet. And it actually lives up to the expectations. We've tried it at, 300 feet away, and as long as it was in line of sight, the device worked with no problem. We had a very strong connection. But if you do need a wireless transmission system with low latency, Hollyland also offers their Cosmo series, which also have an SDI in and are very low latency. I've used them for projects before, and they're perfect for any sort of focus pulling. So the battery life is pretty impressive. So as you saw, I'm using small Sony MPF style batteries, and these things will last up to like 5 to 6 hours maybe. So, if you use like one of the bigger ones like I have here in my Atomos, I would assume you could go all day on set without having to swap the battery. So the March 300 is currently available at places like B&H and Amazon. It goes for $500, which is actually pretty impressive for a wireless video system, because if you've ever been in the market for a wireless video system, you know that the prices can run pretty damn high. So the fact that they managed to make one for only $500 is pretty amazing. It's really a perfect tool for indie filmmakers. So as far as my personal opinion goes, I would definitely recommend this for any sort of student filmmakers, indie filmmakers, or if you're just on a low budget in general, because it's a great solution if you just need that wireless video. Obviously, if you do have the budget, I would go for the more expensive Cosmo series because of the low latency and the fact that you have an SDI input. So down in the link below, you can find all the necessary info to buy the March 300. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, if this seems like something you would use. How would you use it? Please tell me, because I'm really interested in what other ways people have found to use wireless video systems. And yeah, thanks for watching and keep filming. Cut!